The other night, I got arrested at the airport because I was doing a half-off flight. When y'all see people posting half-off flights, no, it ain't no half-off bail when that bail is up there.
Hey, listen, man. The reason y'all half off flights is not going through is because y'all booking them too far in advance. You know what I mean? Take it from me. I am a frequent half off flight purchaser.
Someone is promising you half off flights. It's not the airline. It's not anyone reputable. Off a Facebook group. You decide to go through with it. You get to the airport. You can't get on the plane. They tell you there's an issue. Go to customer service. Instead of you to know and take your L and walk out the airport, you go to customer service and they tell you, oh, that's fraud. The cop comes to your ass and tells you, oh no, baby, get whoever got you this flight on the phone. You call said fraudster because of course they've pocketed your money and they're not gonna answer your call. So turns out, baby, they used someone else's card and have pocketed your money. You get arrested. You get out that cell and you come on this app to tell us a story of how we shouldn't take half our flights.
Everybody, I am the Mademoiselle and this is my channel, and as you guys can tell by today's video, we're going to be talking about 50% off bills. Okay, one of you guys brought it to my attention and I was just shook. Okay, I was floored. I was flabbergasted because I really didn't think people were stupid enough to do stuff like this, but also I didn't really know what it was, so I looked into it and we are going to talk about it. But before we get into that, thank you guys so much for supporting me. Thank you guys so much for all the birthday wishes and most importantly the condolences. My aunt, aka Ricardo's mother, if you guys watch my personal channel, you know who I'm talking about, passed away 2 days before my birthday. So it's been rough. On top of running the GoFundMe for my family, now I gotta deal with burying my aunt and just turning 30. It's just a lot going on. I know that my aunt loved my content and she didn't want me to just sit here moping around. So I'm going to take some time off, but I'm trying to batch film a bunch of stuff so that the rest of this month into however long I'm grieving for, to be quite honest with you, is not as stressful. So thank you guys so much for everything that you guys have done. If you've ordered something on my wish list for my birthday, it goes straight to my house. So thank you for all of you guys who have done that. Please, I'm telling y'all right now, do not ship shit to my PO. Do not ship anything to any of the PO boxes that I've had in any of my description boxes because it's not going to get to me. I canceled it. So yeah, here's the new address right here. It's going to be down below as well. So shout outs to my man for this very cute jacket and this new microphone. If you guys think I sound better, let me know down below because I really needed a new mic because sometimes I would film and it would go out. And this sweater is just so cute. I love my man. I love my man. I'd also love to give a huge shout out to one of my subscribers, Bum Breads, who makes crochet items. I've been really into crochet lately. Like, I really want one of them crochet hats and I might just get her to do it for me, but she made me these cute little plushies that look like Sage. And when I'm telling y'all, this is talent. This is so cute. Like, I keep one in my office and I keep one in my bedroom. Like, she's extremely talented. She's in college. She's making a way by being a business owner. So if you guys can please support, make sure you guys get something from her, or at least at the bare minimum, follow her on Instagram. She doesn't only make plushies, but she makes hats, tops, bottoms. Honestly, anything else that you need. If you really like crochet or you want to give someone something that's crochet, definitely check her out. Everything you need is going to be linked down below in the description box and or the pinned comment. So let's get into it. 50% off bills. To be quite honest with you, I thought I've seen it all. I really did thought I've seen it all. But then I came across this. Like, literally, I hope I find the comment. I will put it on here. Like, somebody was like, yeah, you need to make a video about the 50% off bills. And I said, come on, Safet. I ain't gonna hold you. I was looking into it for myself. I said, oh, I want 50% off bills too. Like, how do I get 50% off my bills? I want it. Sage, do you want to stay or do you want to go? Because you sitting here barking up my chair and then I put you up and you doing the most. Anyways, on looking into this, it was insane how many people have been doing this for years, but also have been talking about their experiences getting caught up, getting ghosted, and worse, getting arrested. People are out here literally talking about how they got 50% off their flight, 50% off their rent, whatever the case may be. And instead of getting that bill paid or getting whatever it is that they wanted, they instead were ghosted by whoever gave them the service. But some people actually ended up arrested.
The other night, I got arrested at the airport because I was doing a half-off flight. When y'all see people posting half-off flights, no. It ain't no half-off bail when that bail is up there. So basically, the day before yesterday, before I had called my flight, before I even had booked my flight, I seen that the flight was $849. I'm not finna pay $849. Or at least not right now, I'm not. Holidays, no, I'm not. So I seen this dude, he been posting half-off flights for the whole past year. I've been following him for a minute. I've been seeing that people actually been getting the flights done and doing what they needed to do. But like it always go, God always got to show an example with me. He always got to show the example with me. I'm always the one he gonna show it with. So I'm walking up in the airport. I get through the security, everything, boarding pass, woo. So now, as I get up to the gate, like we about to start boarding, I showed her my boarding pass. She starts telling me it's saying the boarding pass was refunded or... No. She couldn't find... This is how it went at first. She said she couldn't find the boarding pass. The boarding pass is not uploading, like it's not coming up. Is there anything else I can show her? Some type of shit like that. So now I'm like, no, this is all I can. Like, what is you talking about? So then she ends up telling me that I need to go to the front desk. Like, I need to go to the American Airline people part and ask them what's going on so they can have the ticket printed out or some shit like that. So as I'm walking up there, I start noticing that I see two police officers like not too far behind from me. But I'm thinking like they just there for security measures and shit like that. It's the airport. So now as I get up to the front desk, I'm asking the lady like, what's going on with my ticket. She starts asking me for my confirmation number and all of that. So I'm giving her my confirmation number. I'm giving her everything she needs. Next thing you know, the officers come walking right up behind me asking me, hey, are you... stated my name, and I said yes. And they asked me if I was having any issues with booking my ticket, like with my ticket being booked. I said yes, I do. For some reason, I can't board right now. Then they go and say, was the card you used under your name? I just said no. I had a friend book it for me. They ended up saying, well, we need you to get that friend on the phone right now so we can confirm that this is his card numbers, because as of right now, it's pushed back for fraudulent activity, so that's why you're not able to get on your flight. So now I'm blowing up his phone. Nothing's going through. Like, I'm trying to figure out what the fuck was really this half-off flight shit. And after like 15 minutes of him not answering, they sat there with me. They told me that I had to put my hands behind my back and that I was getting arrested for some fraud shit and identity theft. And yeah, I just got off this morning, but that half-off flight shit, this is not valid.
Bitch, I'm telling you, if y'all doing them half-offs, bitch, stop doing it. Them half-off flights, bitch, stop doing it. They coming out for your ass, bitch. Bitch, I should have known not to even, like, indulge in this shit because, for one, the girl that we was using, like, she had already fucked my friend around. Like, basically, my friend had went out of town and couldn't get a fucking flight back home, bitch. I had to send my friend some money. Like, she couldn't get a flight back home because she was basically banking on the girl. The girl did end up giving her money back, but I really think she only ended up giving her money back because I was telling my friend to get on her ass. Like, my friend was just like, oh, well, whatever. She gonna send it. Like, being fucking so oblivious. I'm like, girl, she's not gonna send that shit back. Get on her ass. Like, it's a group on Facebook or whatever. And it's like the hood Ubers and all the other stuff, okay? So, we went out of town, right? We had went to Vegas. We went out of town and I had came by myself. Well, of course, my friend and then my friend like had other females that I didn't really fuck with. So clearly, I was in my own fucking zone. So we get to the motherfucking. Basically, we flew Delta. We get to the part where they asked for our boarding pass. I'm like, well, here go mine, because you know how you can add it to your wallet. So I added mine to my wallet, and they like, yeah, we need y'all to step over. So I'm looking, mind you, everybody that did the little half off deal, like they was over to the lines. And then it was some other group of girls. I'm like, what going on? You know, like they must do what I did. Like, what the fuck is going on? So, but like, mind you, like at this time I was smoking heavy, so I ain't really fucking think about it. So I'm just like, whatever. Bitch, I instantly step up to my friend, like, what the fuck? What y'all do? Like, bitch, I'm trying to sneak out to the bathroom and get head the fuck out. Like, y'all know Lambert Airport, bitch, I'm trying to sneak back out because at this point I'm calling mom, like, yeah, like, where you at? Like, come get me type shit. Like, don't do that shit. So they was like, Yeah, basically, what y'all like? They was like, "Are you a group?" I'm like, "Nah, I ain't with them. Like, I ain't with them because they see us walk in or whatever." My job said I was going by myself. Like, I was like, "Nah, I ain't with them." So he was like, "Well, we got what he say? We got photo footage of y'all coming in together. Talk about these boarding passes are associated with fraud." I'm like, "Me? No." I'm like, "No, not me. Like, I'm gonna do right by the book. Please."
All right, this is the story of how I got stuck in California doing the half-off flights. So this is my birthday, 2018, November 2018. This is my first time ever going to California, and I did the half-off flights. I seen people doing it, I seen people advertising it, but I actually got stuck. But I went, so my ticket going worked. So I explained how everything happened to me. So I hit the guy on Instagram, let him know where I was going. I booked my flight going to California, and then of course coming back, everything was booked, round trip. I got to the airport, everything was perfectly fine. Like, okay, it was smooth, it was easy. Like, it was a regular check-in. But when I got to Cali, I was in Cali for like 7 days for my birthday, so I was enjoying my whole birthday in California. It was when I came back that I found out that I got scammed. So imagine you just had the time of your life in California for 7 days for your whole birthday, you know what I'm saying, with your family, and just having the time of your life. And then you get to the airport and they say, yeah, your flight got canceled. Not your flight, but your like actual booking got canceled. So of course, I'm like DMing this person I booked the half-off flight with. I couldn't believe it because it's like the nigga wasn't answering, and I realized I got scammed. So of course the person just like not responding, and then so now I'm stuck in California. Like, how the fuck am I about to get back to BWI? So I'm from DC, so I'm from the other side of the United States. So how the hell am I gonna get back from California to BWI? I done spent like hella money in California, because if you don't know, California prices are fucking insane. But nonetheless, so now I'm stuck there. Luckily, I'm in a fraternity. I had a fraternity brother that lived in California. He was able to come to the airport and come pick me up, and we tried to figure this thing out. And then he knew somebody that worked at the airlines, and I was able to get a buddy pass. So I sat in the airport. Again, I'm still trying to get in contact with this guy. Not responding. Buddy pass, no available flights that day, so I had to leave the airport, stay at his house for an extra day, so 8 days in California, and then come back to the airport the next day, and I finally got home. That's how I got home. Like, my bag and stuff was already through the TSA, and I just had to literally just, you know what I'm saying, wait till the next day. What I will say is, this is how these people are booking. So this is the process of how I actually got my flight booked. What they do is I think they don't use other people's cards. For my situation, they use people's points. So if you're a person with like a lot of points, they access your account some way, somehow, and then you tell them how much the flight is, and then they'll see it in points, how much it is in points. So maybe like 15,000 in points, right? So they pay for your flight with the points. Now, the thing is, it works. It actually works. But that person eventually gets a notification that, they use these points on the flight, whether that be an email, a text, however they got their thing set up. What I've learned, now I won't say do this. I don't say do this. What I've learned, if you're going to do the half-off flights, you want to do it 24 to 48 hours before your flight leaves. Don't do it a week in advance. Don't do it a month in advance, because you're going to be scammed. You need to be at the airport when that person books that flight, so that you can get on that plane and go where you're going. And then go where you're going. And then do the same thing coming back. Now you're running a complete risk. You might go to jail. So don't take like my advice 100% on that. I'm just saying, if you were to do it, you should do it 24 hours to 48 hours in advance to slimmer your odds of being caught.
Now, there has to be something said about the lack of common sense. I genuinely believe that there has to be a common sense course in school, because ain't no fucking way you about to tell me you got on the internet to tell people that you did something illegal and then got caught up, and then you just gonna tell the whole world how they do it, how you did it. Like, y'all literally put everything on the internet, and that's a problem, and that's going to be the demise of our people. I can't tell you how many times I get secondhand embarrassment from these people that sit here and post all their business on the internet as if people don't watch these things, as if very important people who can fuck you over don't watch these things, as if your future employer, your future partner, whatever the case may be, won't watch these things and think, maybe this person is more stupid than they look.
Y'all don't judge me, but I did the half off method with my rent too, and it just bounced back. Basically, the dude who did my half off flight was doing half off everything else. He was telling me he could do half off rent, half off car note. So since you're doing my flight, I might as well go ahead and get my rent out the way too. So what I ended up deciding doing is paying 2 months ahead. Since I got the 2,900, which is my rent. My rent is 2,900, and so half of that, 1,450. Already got the 2,900. I might as well go ahead and pay it up 2 times while I got the chance to. So the same, like 2 days before I gave him the money for the flights, I gave him money for the rent too. So I kind of had a feeling after these flights had just bounced back and I just went to jail for that shit, yeah, something was going to be happening with this rent too. I just don't know what I was thinking. I thought he had the connects to shit. Everybody else was vouching for him, saying he knew what he was doing and wasn't no bounce backs, this and the third. Shit bounced back. That shit bouncing the fuck back. So now my like online payment where I pay my rent is negative 5,800. For the ones that don't know what the half off method is, let me explain it to y'all so y'all don't end up going to jail like my goofy ass did. Alright, basically the half off method is somebody that's telling you they can get something half off for you. So they'll tell you, for instance, they can do half off flights, they can do half off a clothing order, they can do half off Best Buy orders, shit like that. How they're essentially making shit half off is by using someone else's credit card. So let me explain to you how it went down for me. So the dude posted half off flights. I needed half off of the flight. That flight was too fucking much. The flight was like 800, only have to send him 400. He, now that I know, only has to purchase somebody else's credit card from anywhere from $5 to $25. And then he just keeps that profit of 300 and whatever the change is after buying the credit card. So then he uses that credit card for the flight shit, for the flight payment, and still enters my information. And it's still, like, sometimes it goes through. For a lot of people, some shit goes through, but most of that shit be bouncing back. And this time it bounced back, and they stopped my goofy ass at the airport and locked me up.
Hey, listen, man. The reason y'all half off flights is not going through is because y'all booking them too far in advance. You know what I mean? Take it from me. I am a frequent half off flight purchaser. You know what I'm saying? We'll just say that. You feel me? And mine's bust every time. You know what I mean? I never have no problems. You wanna know why? Because I'm booking that flight the same day I'm leaving. Like, damn near, I'm driving to the airport, booking the flight type of thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how you gotta move with that. And let's just start with this. Like, I can't believe a lot of y'all so naive. Like, you know what I mean? That's the thing that get me about people. Because if anybody coming to you with some half off anything, you got to know it's some extra stuff going on in the game. You know what I mean? I can't believe that you just like, oh, you want to just do me this favor? Like, why do anybody want to do you a favor? And half off at that. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. Like, anyway, that's a whole nother topic. But anyway, start booking them half off flights the same day. You know what I mean? Like, when you book a half off flights, this ain't no plan shit. Like, you can't just be like, oh, I'm going to book this for 2 weeks in advance. No, that's going to give them, you know what I mean, the credit card people time to report back. You know what I mean? They're going to report it back as fraud. And then, when you know what I mean, you're going to go up there, and that's how they're going to catch you. You know what I'm saying? You can't get them people time to goddamn report back. That's why you got to do it the same day. Before they even realize that that goddamn somebody used their card, goddamn, I already been landed. You know what I'm saying? I'm already where I need to be at. You feel me? So yeah, that's y'all problem, man. I don't know if nobody told y'all, man. Start booking them half off flights the same day. That's exactly what's going. You know what I'm saying? That's the only way you're gonna get through there. You know what I mean? Y'all dumbasses keep booking them 2 weeks in advance, trying to plan. Man, listen, man. Y'all don't know nothing about nothing. Stop being so naive out here, man. You know what I mean? But hey, I'm glad y'all out of jail. You know what I'm saying? Y'all on TikTok telling y'all stories, so shit. Hey, y'all ain't in jail. So shit, hey, man, couldn't have been that bad. Hey, man, but I just want to say, man, if you choose to do it again, book it the same day. I'm talking about on your way to the airport type of booking it. Like, hey, I'm here now. I'm ready to go. That type of shit. Hey, man, thank me later.
Y'all on here talking about how y'all almost went to jail, how y'all did go to jail for trying to use a half-off flight, and you trying to blame the person that sold you the flight. No, baby, you can't blame nobody but yourself, because why? Why are you trying to get over on an airline? Like, y'all not scared of the no-fly list enough for me. Like, do y'all not know how serious being on a no-fly list is? You basically cannot travel at all, and you definitely cannot leave the country. Like, I don't know. Like, hearing half off a flight, to me, it really gives, like, Cash App flip. It gives, like, I turn your $20 into $2,000. Like,
now, I will say, right, with the economy, technically we're in a recession and everything post-COVID, I completely understand why someone would think that the 50% off flights or whatever the case may be is legitimate or something that wouldn't get them in trouble. Because the way these people are marketing this shit, it's like, I ain't gonna hold you. When I first heard about it, even I tried to look. Shit, I said, I want 50% off something, but honestly, from somebody that literally makes content talking about shitty shit and shitty shit that people do, and someone that has been scammed in the past, I automatically knew, like, yeah, they have to be using people's information. And I know there's a lot of people that have that vigilante mindset or that anti-capitalistic mindset where they're like, oh, well, no one deserves $1 million. Oh, well, nobody deserves to have that much money. Oh, well, you know, what's $100,000 to somebody that makes $10 billion a year or whatever. I get that, but what y'all need to understand is there's a lot of people out there that actually work for the shit that they have. And I would love to hear that tone from a lot of you guys that actually will make it there. Some of you guys watching this might be millionaires someday, and you might have actually worked to get there. Are you going to sit there and let people say, oh, well, just because she makes $1 million a year or $500,000 a year, or he made his business and it grows to this much popularity and notoriety, they don't deserve it because nobody deserves that much money? Honestly, y'all could burn in hell with that ideology. I think it's absolutely ridiculous and it's just fucked up. Just be happy for people. Obviously, we're not going to be happy for the people who lie, cheat, steal, don't pay employees a livable wage, don't offer them benefits or whatever the case may be. But for those people that are out there ethically earning their money, I think they deserve their respect at the end of the day. Like, the whole idea of no one should be making millions is crazy. If that person earned millions, congratulations, teach me. But that's not the point, right? I feel like a lot of people forget that a lot of times when people are hacking into systems and stealing information, they're not getting Elon Musk's credit card, okay? A lot of the times they are targeting people who are just not savvy enough to protect their information. They are targeting small businesses who just weren't privy enough to lock down their information. They're stealing from seniors who have worked all their lives to get that 200,000, that 500,000, that $1 million worth of stocks, bonds, 401ks, and literally a life's worth of dedication. Okay, like, they spent their whole life trying to get this bread and they stealing from them. That's why I could never ever agree with this at all, because yeah, maybe they are taking from someone who is selfish, disgusting, doesn't pay people a living wage, etc. But a lot of times they're not. They're stealing from an average person. I've literally been targeted by shit like this a few years ago. I think it was like 2022 or 2021, where like people got into my bank account, took money, all types of shit, right? So now I'm a lot more careful. But for a lot of people out there, especially those people who are not avidly on social media, of course, we have the senior population that is extremely vulnerable. They don't know. They don't understand. They don't think, oh, someone's going to steal my information and take all my money. It's just sad because there's people out here doing this and they justify it with, oh, well, the bank's going to replace it. Oh, well, it's not that serious. And it's like, no, it is that serious, because when you're doing this shit to people, it is anxiety provoking. It is it makes you feel insanely vulnerable to a point where you feel like you can't trust anything. You can't trust anyone. You can't go anywhere. It's like, y'all need to really start thinking about shit before not only you say it and do it, but also you need to think about how it affects other people. There's people out there who have gotten their information and their money stolen to the point where they have taken their own lives. This is very serious. This is not just about getting a trip to Jamaica or going to the Bahamas or getting half off your light bill. This is about legitimate stealing. And the fact that a lot of y'all are like so okay with getting on the internet and telling people your story flabbergasted. Like, not too long ago, I came across a story of a lady talking about how she let a scammer pay off like a really big bill. I think it was like $40,000. She's like, oh my God, I was just so grateful. You didn't feel bad that that person more than likely stole money from someone else to pay your shit?
He said that he was with Meda and Chance the Rapper with the number 3 on his hat, and they were going around and you know, paying bills, and he wanted to apply some of that money to my account. And after the payment was made and successful, he hung up. My sister received a text message saying that the payment was made. So, you know, at that point I was like, well, thanks. And walking away, he was like, well, you don't have any other bills? And then it dawned on me, I have a rental property. He was like, well, let's call him up. I was like, okay, well, hold on a second. And he put the representative on hold. And then he said to me, he asked me, he was like, what if I could pay this whole thing off for you right now? In that aspect, there's a little voice inside of you that's like, this isn't real. This can't happen. Not to someone like you. This doesn't happen to you. And so, you know, I said, well, let's see if it happens. And he, you know, was talking to the representative at the bank, rattled off a bunch of numbers, and all I heard from the representative was, oh my God, congratulations.
I get the whole vigilantiness of it, but it's stealing. Like, that's just, it's stealing. At the end of it, it's theft. And it doesn't matter. Stealing is wrong. Like, at the end of the day, I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm the type of person that just follows the original 10 commandments. Maybe the Catholic school in me is still in me. You don't steal. Okay. Even when I've stolen as a child, like I've stolen candy numerous times, I felt like shit afterwards, even though the candy was really good. But I know and I understand you don't steal. And if you are going to steal, you don't do shit like that. Like, that's $40,000, freaking $10,000, like whatever. All this money that these people are stealing, y'all gonna get yourselves in massive trouble. And unfortunately, what's really crazy is, unfortunately, when it comes to a lot of these scams or whatever, your name is the only thing attached to this. It doesn't matter if someone scammed you. It doesn't matter if someone came out of nowhere and offered you this thing and it wasn't you that did the fraud. Your name is attached to the fraud. Therefore, you're the one that's going to go down. It doesn't matter that Brittany, Ray, Zaquan, and Cannon told you like, hey, you know, it's foolproof. I'm gonna get you this, I'm gonna get you that, and you're not gonna get in trouble. You're going to get in trouble because now the government can't find this person and you can't find them either. Y'all need to be very careful when people are offering things that are too good to be true, because 9 times out of 10, it is too good to be true. And it ain't true at all. I will say, a lot of black people be really embarrassing me. Like, I ain't gonna hold you. There's a lot of times I find these things, I see these things, and I'm just like, I just get secondhand embarrassment. I don't want to watch anymore. I don't want to look, because it's just like, y'all really making us look stupid. Like, y'all really out here taking 50% off bills and thinking it's real. Like, y'all really out here thinking like, yes, I got 50% off my rent and this is a real thing. I got 50% off this flight to Bali and it's a real thing. Like, no. And then it's the people that are sitting here giving the people the game for me. Yeah, nah, see, if you gonna do the 50% off flights, you gotta do it the same day. Ladies and gentlemen, these people are getting their information off of the black web, okay? The dark web, the black web, the forbidden web, as they call it. And if you guys don't know about that, that's a whole nother thing for a whole nother time. But essentially, you can get weapons, you can get drugs, you can get stolen credit card information, like all types of stuff on the dark web. However, you need to be careful, because even going on the dark web can trigger something to the federal government and they might be knocking at your door. Okay, there's ways to go there and get their information without getting detected. But the point I'm trying to get at is, this is some very dangerous shit. Okay, this is some shit that you don't want to mess with. And I'm gonna need y'all to use more common sense when people are offering you things that seem too good to be true, but most importantly, that may be connected to fraud. With that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. Again, thank you so much for the birthday wishes and the condolences. And of course, make sure you guys check out my subscriber and get something made specially for you. Everything you need is going to be linked down below in the description and or the pinned comment. Please make sure you guys check out my other channels. Everything again is going to be linked down below. Let me know if you ever been caught up in a 50% off type of scam, or if you know anyone who has. And yeah, I'm gonna see y'all in the next one.